Hello students, welcome to Geography class of 9th standard. As we are doing natural regions of the world, so far we have discussed equatorial region. In this video, we are going to discuss about tropical deserts, which is given on page number 149 to 151 of your geography book. Let's start the topic. First of all, what is desert? Desert is a region in which evaporation exceeds precipitation. The moisture present is insufficient to support any but the scantiest vegetation. Let's start with the book reading. Take out your page number 149 of your geography book, Tropical Deserts. Location and area. Tropical deserts are located on the western margins of the continents between 15° and 30° latitudes in both the hemispheres. They lie in the subtropical high pressure belt and include some of the driest area on the earth. In the northern hemisphere, the Afro-Asian deserts form the longest belt, which includes the Sahara, Arabia, and Thar deserts. In North America, the tropical deserts cover California, Arizona, and New Mexico states of USA, and it further extends into Mexico. The Atacama Desert in South America, the Namib and the Kalahari deserts in Africa, and the Western and the Great Australian deserts are in the southern hemisphere. Students, the tropical hot deserts extend mainly on the western margins of the continents between 15° north and 30° north, as well as between 15° south and 30° south latitudes. As these deserts lay astride the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn, they are also known as tropical deserts. The world's largest desert, the Sahara Desert, is located in northern parts of Africa continent. It is larger than United States in area. It extends across the continent from Red Sea in the east to the Atlantic Ocean in the west, covering 5,500 km. Its north-south extension is about 2,000 km. The Sahara Desert is continued further east by Sinai Desert, Arabian Desert, Mesopotamian Desert in Jordan, Syria and Iraq, Iranian Desert in Iran, and its extension to Thar Desert in Pakistan and India. These Afro-Asian deserts form the longest belt of deserts in the world. The tropical desert extends over California, Arizona, and Nevada states of USA and join the Mexican deserts in North America. Students, if we are talking about the tropical deserts of southern hemisphere, the Kalahari Desert and Namib Desert lies in the southern parts of Africa. They are much smaller deserts. They extend in the southwest Angola, Namibia, Botswana, and northwestern part of South Africa. Students, if we are talking about South America, the Atacama Desert extends along the Pacific coast to the west of Andes Range. It covers a narrow stretch of land. This desert lies in the northern Chile. The Atacama Desert is the driest of all the hot deserts in the world. If we are talking about Australia, the Great Australian Desert lies in the central and the western parts of Australia. It is the second largest desert in the world. It covers about 40% of the total area of continent Australia. Come back to the reading again. Climatic conditions. The main feature of desert climate is the shortage of water and very high insolation. It is due to the following reasons. The trade winds give enough rainfall on the eastern margins of the continents, but as they reach the western margins, they become dry. The ground temperature is so high that the raindrops are evaporated before they reach the ground surface. The influence of the cold ocean currents along the west coast of the continents. Students, now here the question arises why most of the world's tropical deserts located on the western margins of continents? And answer is because of the trade winds blow offshore on the western margins of the continents. Second, due to the cold ocean currents flowing along the western coast of the continents make the coastal areas cooler and drier than they would otherwise be. The cool winds blowing from sea to land cannot pick up moisture to drop in the adjoining areas. For example, the Peruvian cold ocean currents flows near the Atacama Desert. California cold ocean currents flow near the Arizona Desert. Benguela cold ocean current flows near the Kalahari Desert. West Australian cold ocean current flows near the Western Australian Desert, and Canaries cold ocean current flows near the Western Sahara Desert. And third important reason is due to the western margins of the continent have high mountains which block the moisture laden winds. So the winds drop moisture in the eastern parts of the mountains or in the windward side, whereas the western parts remain dry. The desert falls in leeward side of the high mountains, as in case of Arizona desert, leeward side of Rocky Mountains in North America, and the Atacama Desert, leeward side of Andes Mountains in South America. Come back to the reading again. On the basis of the distribution of temperature, desert areas have two distinct seasons, summer and winter. During the summer season, average temperature ranges between 30 degrees Celsius and 40 degrees Celsius and may go up to 50 degrees Celsius at noon. The temperature falls drastically at night due to quick radiation. Azizia in Libya has recorded the highest temperature of 58 degrees Celsius. During the winter season, the daytime temperature ranges between 15 degrees Celsius and 25 degrees Celsius, but at night it falls below 10 degrees Celsius. The annual and daily ranges of temperature are high due to clear skies, vegetation free ground, and very low humidity. Sometimes dark clouds, thunderstorms, and lightning are experienced, but still there is no rain. This is because the raindrops get evaporated even before they reach the ground surface. The average annual rainfall is generally less than 25 centimeter in most of the desert areas. Sometimes occasional storms give heavy downpour which causes flash floods within hours. Some areas in desert do not experience rainfall for several years. Let's understand the climatic conditions. The deserts have mainly hot and dry climate. These areas receive less than 25 centimeter of annual rainfall. The highest temperatures on the earth are recorded in the hot deserts. On the basis of annual temperature distribution, there are two distinct seasons experienced in this region. Summers are extremely hot. The average temperature ranges between 30 degrees Celsius and 40 degrees Celsius. Sometimes it even crosses 50 degrees Celsius. Al Azizia in Libya has recorded the highest temperature of 58 degrees Celsius. Jacobabad in Pakistan recorded the highest temperature of 51.7 degrees Celsius. The average winter temperature ranges between 15 degrees Celsius and 25 degrees Celsius. It never falls below 10 degrees Celsius. There is a great variation between summer and winter temperature. This is due to the fact that the intense insolation due to clear, cloudless sky and dry air helps in rising the temperature. The sand absorbs insolation very fast. In winter, the rapid radiation by the sandy surface reduces the temperature. The sky is clear of clouds, which helps in rapid radiation. The variation in temperature between day and night is also due to the same reason. Thus, annual range of temperature as well as diurnal, it means daily range of temperature is very high. The daily range of temperature may vary from 20 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. The places located in the interiors have greater range of temperature. The tropical deserts are the hottest regions of the world with extremes of temperatures. If we are talking about rainfall, the hot deserts are located in the subtropical high pressure belt. This is the belt of descending air. The descending air warms up, thus, the relative humidity reduces. The descending air does not have moisture, so there is less possibility of rainfall in these regions. The annual rainfall is less than 25 centimeter in these deserts. The rainfall is not only scanty but highly unreliable. Due to the high temperature, the rate of evaporation is always high, thus, the rainfall is less effective. The trade winds blowing from the interior of the continents are offshore, so they can't bring rain in the western sides of the continent, which remain relatively dry. Sometimes, due to local heating and conventional ascent of air, rainfall occurs as torrential downpours with violent thunderstorms. This causes flash floods within hours. The Atacama Desert is the driest desert in the world. This aridity proves to be favorable for the preservation of nitrate deposits. Come back to the reading again. Next point is natural vegetation. The climate in deserts is not conducive for the growth of vegetation due to the shortage of water. Thus, most of these regions are either devoid of vegetation or have sparse and bushy vegetation. The plants have their own moisture conserving devices such as long roots, thick barks, waxy leaves, thorns, and small leaves so that they may avoid evapotranspiration. It means the process by which water is transferred from the land to the atmosphere by evaporation from the soil. The main trees or bushes found in these regions are acacia, cactus, date palm, kikar, babul, etc. Students, the extremes of temperatures, hot and dry climatic conditions, and too scanty rainfall do not support a vegetal cover. So one can see sparse and bushy vegetation. The large areas covered with rocky and sand may have clumps of vegetation, grass, scrub, herbs, and weeds here and there. Vegetation consists of xerophytes, which can tolerate extreme arid conditions. Such xerophytic plants are specially adapted to aridity. They can survive in a region of low rainfall. The plants are able to withstand prolonged drought. Such plants like cactus found in deserts where the soil is alkaline, acidic, salty, and dry. Thorny scrubs like cactus, prickly pear are fairly common. They are drought resistant. The plants conserve moisture by long roots, so they are able to trap water from greater depths. The cacti have thick stems in order to store moisture. Some species have thick waxy leaves. The leaves of some plants are thin or reduced to thorns. This way, the surface area of leaves is reduced and they may restrict evapotranspiration. Some xerophytes have shallow spreaded root system. This way, they trap water from a large area near the surface. Some plants have fleshy stems, but they do not have leaves at all in order to preserve moisture. Date palms may flourish near the oases where groundwater occurs close to the surface. Common plants in this region are acacia, cactus, date palm, kikar, babul, and flowering plants. Come back to the reading again. Next point is human adaptation. The tropical desert areas are agriculturally unproductive due to the shortage of water. The cultivation is mainly confined to oases where it is carried on through irrigation either from streams or from underground sources. Millets, pulses, maize, beans, cotton, tobacco, and fruits are the main crops. Date palms are also widely grown. There are permanent settlements in the Nile Valley and Nile Delta in Africa. Modern irrigation methods have ensured adequate water supply. The Indus Valley in Pakistan and the Imperial Valley in California are other examples of large tracts of settled agriculture. The main crops grown are cotton, rice, wheat, maize, etc. The Bushmen of Kalahari Desert in South Africa and the Aborigines of Australia practice food gathering and hunting. The Bindias of Sahara and Arabian deserts are nomadic herdsmen rearing camels, horses, sheep, and goats. They live in tents and migrate from place to place in search of water and pasture for their animals. Pastures are land covered with grass for grazing animals. Students, life in the desert is extremely difficult. The hot, dry climate aridity of deserts does not favor human settlement. So these areas have extremely low density of population. The average density of population is less than 1% per square kilometer. The desert dwellers are mostly pastoral nomads. They lead a nomadic life. They migrate from place to place in search of pastures and water for their animals. The tribals have food gathering and hunting as their main occupation. The Bushmen of Kalahari Desert or Aborigines of Australia follow tribal life. The oases where availability of groundwater makes the conditions more hospitable, people have permanent settlements. Nile Valley of Egypt is densely populated due to fertile silt deposited by Nile River and irrigation facilities. People have settled agriculture as their main occupation. The Gulf countries around Persian Gulf in Asia have rich petroleum deposits. These areas have large density of population. Areas rich in minerals have changed the lifestyle of people over there. So students, with that we have completed today's topic. Hope you understand well. We will meet very soon with the next topic. Till then, revise back exercise. Have a nice day.